Good morning and welcome to After Bloom. I'm your host, Russ Bertlow, and before we get started, I'd like to take a moment to remember Dr. Reverend Terry Lennon, who just passed. She was a guest preacher at Bloom many times and will be greatly missed by all of us at Bloom, and she was a friend of mine, and I will greatly miss her. This morning we are here with Dorian Esty, and she's going to share a little bit about herself with us here at After Bloom. Good morning, Dorian.
Good morning.
Thank you for joining us this morning on After Bloom. Tell us a little bit about yourself.
I was raised in the church. I was raised in Manhattan, New York City. And in my 20s, I was in music. In my 30s, my husband, myself, and our daughter moved to a beautiful island out in the Caribbean. We were there for 9 years.
Wow.
And in my 40s, I was widowed. I came back home to the States. I went to seminary and was ordained with the United Church of Christ. And in my 50s, I rebelled. You don't want to know that.
Well, what brought you to Bloom?
In my 60s, I couldn't stand it anymore. I had to come back to the fellowship. I needed to praise our God and our Lord in community. I always kept that relationship, but I needed to share it with other loved ones. I missed the hymns, and a friend of ours, mutual friend of Kevin and myself, he's always taken care of me, Bill Johnson, and he said, it's time for you to come back home to church. And I said, okay. So when God thought that I was ready, he just brought me to Bloom.
That's a beautiful story. If there, could you tell us what Bloom means to you?
I thought about it a lot these last few months. Kevin's vision, his messages, this congregation, this precious congregation. They accept, they honor all of God's children, and they really mean it.
They do, and that is the way it should be.
Yes.
That's what true fellowship and faith is all about.
Yes.
If there were a philosophy that you lived your life by, share that with us.
My two favorite passages, my life-giving passages from the Bible. Grace, God's grace is all I need. God is strongest when I am weak. 2 Corinthians says, if I must boast, I will boast about the things that show how weak I am. And what that means to me is that the gift is greater than all I could ever ask for, and that I will seek my all in God.
That's beautiful. That's a wonderful way to live your life. And it can be everybody's inspiration.
It's taken a lifetime.
Some things do, but you're still here, so the lifetime is not yet.
That's true.
If you could leave our Bloomers with 3 words that would describe a Bloom experience to you, what would those 3 words be?
Accepting life unconditionally.
Those are wonderful words. Thank you, Dorian, for joining us here on After Bloom. And come down and you can join us on Sunday at 10 a.m. at the Youth Community Center for fellowship and Sunday services. And remember, you can go out there and be the change that you want to see. And if you're not doing anything on a Monday morning, come down to the well in the desert where we'll all be making sandwiches. We can always use the extra help. And thank you for joining us on After Bloom, and thank you, Dorian, for joining us on After Bloom.